So right now, I am in the port in Langkawi, waiting for the ferry to get to Kuala Perlis. And from Kuala Perlis, it should take about an hour plus to reach Bukit Kayu Hitam, which is the border to Thailand. And if all goes well, and I go through the border, it'll take another an hour and a half to reach Hat Yai. So I'm planning to reach Hat Yai before nightfall because I've never driven in Thailand before. It's on the other side of the road, and although I've heard good things that the roads are really nice and it's really safe, from my experience driving outside the country previously, I always feel a lot less stressed when I'm not driving at night. So I like to leave the driving to the daytime so I can see what I'm aware of is much more. And driving at night, I've driven a few times at night, and yeah, that was pretty stressful. Yeah, I remember this time when I was driving in California. I was driving up from San Francisco. I was cutting through to the other side through South Lake Tahoe, and I was going up the hill, and it was dark and the roads were windy. Bloody hell, that was stressful, man. And there were cars behind me. What the hell you doing, man? You know, so it's like I'm just like driving Miss Daisy, you know. So yeah, so I was thinking, this is day 16 since I started the drive, and today is actually, to me at least, a pretty significant milestone in this, because this journey so far, starting from last year, there were multiple consecutive steps, right? Just one leading to the other. First was, for example, realizing the barriers and what all the restrictions I put on myself previously to stop me, that stopped me from doing the things I wanted to do and to experience the things I wanted to experience, and in short, to live a life that I would really want to live. Of course, there's a whole list of things, right? From expectations to fear of losing people who love me, to fear of basically not having enough money and growing old and dying without a penny or whatever like that, right? So a lot of these things. So the first milestone was basically recognizing that, and then it was basically deciding how to change and what I need to do to basically overcome these barriers, and then deciding what is it that I want to do, and then deciding how I'm going to do it. And then from there, once I've decided, it's like, okay, the first step was researching how to do it. Then from there, getting the car, and then to fixing the car, and then the major one was the house. I mean, I lived in a 2-story house that my sister and I got for our mom when she was still alive, and to make her happy, I guess, that her son and her daughter, you know, has giving something back to her, a nice place to live in and all that. And a lot of things have accumulated. So by that time, when I decided that I'm going to do this, I have things that I accumulated myself, things my sister accumulated, and things accumulated by my mom. And the decision to basically really get rid of everything that is non-essential was a tough one, because a hell of a lot of things.
'Were non-essential when you come down to it, right? So
and then from there from identifying the non-essentials to having the yard sale, and then giving away the things and moving out of the house, moving into the apartment where I got a room that has my storage, to getting things ready for the drive, and then to May 15th when I actually left KL, right? So all these are milestones. But and for the last 16 days, it has been hell of an experience. But this experience is still within the comfort zone of Malaysia, the country that I speak the language. I know how things work. I have the currency, you know, I have my mobile phones, I have internet, I know how to get around, I know the rules, I know the regulations, right? So it is still within a comfort zone, although slightly bigger. And today is when for the first time, I'm gonna, on this drive, gonna break out of my comfort zone. It's like, you mean you've been flying around at the same level as the clouds, and then now you break out of the atmosphere and go into space, right? So things are different. So people have told me that's easy, and it's no big deal driving in Thailand. For me, even if it's easy or not such a big deal, it is a significant step and a milestone for me personally on this drive, because I'm essentially going there and cutting the ropes, right? There are no ropes, right? Just cut it and see where it takes me. So that's what makes it, I guess, a personal milestone on this trip. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A bit of anxiety maybe, mixed with excitement. You know what they say, right? If something excites you and makes you afraid at the same time, do it. So yep, I'm doing it. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll talk to you later.